Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Money in the Bank Live from London. And we are starting things off in a big way. Not only with Bron Breakker on his way to the ring, but the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. As Samantha Irving is explaining the rules to the fans here live right now. Sold out in the O2 Arena for Money in the Bank. What a monumental show this is about to be, folks. I mean, two superstars' careers are about to change live tonight in two Money in the Bank ladder matches. And can we be looking at the first winner here? The dominating, the brutal, the badass Bron Breakker in his first Money in the Bank ladder match. And it didn't take him very long to find himself in an opportunity like this. Bron Breakker, of course, coming over from NXT after WrestleMania, as most NXT superstars found their ways in between Raw and SmackDown after NXT closed its doors. But Bron Breakker is not the only former NXT competitor in this match. I mean, that wasn't my cue for Seth freaking Rollins. Rollins has been a mainstay of the WWE main roster for quite some time now. But I'm referring to Ilja Dragunov, as a matter of fact. Ilja Dragunov, Swerve, Strickland, and Konosuke Takeshita, all former NXT superstars in Universe mode. And they have all found themselves in this ladder match here tonight. But as I previously mentioned, Rollins is a former NXT superstar in his own right. So if there's anybody that knows how to get to the top, it is Seth freaking Rollins. He has won this very match previously in his career, and it's his success rate, his legend here in this company certainly grew just off that briefcase cash-in alone. Of course, I'm referring to the heist of the century all those years ago at WrestleMania when Seth Rollins cashed in on the main event of WrestleMania. Not after or before the main event, during the main event. During a main event featuring Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, nonetheless. I mean, Seth Rollins knows when to pick and choose his moments, but he also knows that, you know, he needs to get kind of back up on the winning column. He needs to get back up to the heights of that he used to have in his career. Rollins has kind of just been floundering a little bit on the main roster for a little while now, in our universe mode at least. You know, the biggest opportunity that Seth Rollins had was against Gunther almost a year ago at SummerSlam, and failed to get the job done. As Swerve Strickland enters the O2 Arena in hopes of changing his own career. Swerve Strickland saw success in other companies in the past. He's looking to do relatively the same here tonight and become another world champion. Like I said, a lot of opportunity for most of these men in this match. I mean, the only two exceptions are Seth freaking Rollins and Sami Zayn, two men that have been to this dance before. Only one man has won the Money in the Bank ladder match out of the two, though, that being Seth freaking Rollins. So, I mean, and that's pretty much what Money in the Bank is all about. It's about opportunity. And all six of these men are going to look to be seizing the opportunity here tonight. As Swerve awaits the arrival of the other competitors in this match. Speaking of Sami Zayn, always a crowd favorite, and that is nothing unfamiliar here in London. London loves himself some Sami Zayn, and believe me, Sami Zayn will return those gestures in the only way that he knows how, and that is by performing to the highest standard. I mean, we're talking about a man that just about a month ago in Saudi Arabia at Night of Champions was contending for the World Heavyweight Championship and put on a pretty strong showing against the ring general, might I add. But Gunther was able to get the job done against Sami Zayn that night. Unfortunately for Sami Zayn, but that's not to say that Sami Zayn did not take the ring general to his absolute limits. And hey, speaking of the ring general, speaking of Gunther, and of course the current WWE champion Randy Orton, if he can survive Kevin Owens tonight in our title match later on, those two have to have their head on a swivel. They're definitely paying very close attention to this match, because whoever wins this match, they had now became, if they weren't a target before just being a champion, they are definitely going to be a target then. With that Money in the Bank briefcase holder having the opportunity to cash in their rights for the entire rest of the year up until next month's Money in the Bank pay-per-view event. And I mean, look at Konosuke Takeshita going down to the ring. I mean, you talk about somebody who would be intimidating with that Money in the Bank briefcase. Takeshita on a good night, he can beat most superstars on their good night. Imagine if he has that Money in the Bank briefcase as kind of like leverage in a way, and gets to pick and choose his moment as to when he wants to strike. One of the most fearsome strikers in wrestling today. The Japanese Phenom does not get that name just to sell it on a t-shirt. This man is the real deal. Former North American champion in Universe mode, as is Swerve Strickland. As a matter of fact, those two had the last North American Championship title match in Universe mode back at Stand and Deliver. But when you talk about NXT, you'd be hard-pressed to find another man that bled, sweat, and breathed the white and gold brand than Ilja Dragunov, a man that held the NXT Championship for as long as he possibly could. A dominant, valiant champion was Ilja Dragunov, the last NXT champion. The Mad Dragon finds himself in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Where he could chase some more gold if he wins this briefcase here tonight. Man, I'm very excited to be starting with the men's ladder match. I mean, later on, the women's ladder match is arguably the most star-studded Money in the Bank ladder match I've ever seen. I mean, you talk about Rhea Ripley, Bayley, Io Sky. Bayley and Io Sky having been former Money in the Bank winners themselves. We got Liv Morgan in that match. We got the dominating Jade Cargill in that match. There's going to be one hell of a match later on tonight that will actually close our show, folks. The women's ladder match will indeed close part 2 of Money in the Bank. And of course, how can I ever forget the center of the universe, Tiffany Stratton, also involved in that match, as Konosuke Takeshita throws Rollins out to the floor. Swerve's left in the ring by himself. Ilja Dragunov targets Sami Zayn. Bron Breakker looks to get the hardware in early. Ilja Dragunov and Takeshita going through battles down their time in NXT, as is Swerve and Bron Breakker. This is Swerve and Bron Breakker's first time coming at odds since Breakker got drafted to Monday Night Raw. Remember, Swerve Strickland had a bone to pick with Bron Breakker, you know, heading into the draft, and they were kind of fighting it out on SmackDown for a little while before Breakker hit the bricks, so to speak, as now Swerve Strickland targets Seth Rollins. Kendo sticks involved already in this Money in the Bank ladder match. Sami Zayn now grabbing that ladder. And look at this, Sami Zayn could be inches away from finding himself a first-time Money in the Bank briefcase winner, but now Zayn just happened to be dangling right under, or right over Ilja Dragunov, I should say. Oh, no, no, oh, Dragunov plants him with a power bomb. And now Seth Rollins lighting up Dragunov's chest. Off the ropes goes the Visionary. Dragunov was ready, though. Dumps him on the back of his neck with a German suplex. And now Takeshita goes to work on Sami Zayn. Breaker and Strickland picking up right where they left off. And we already knew that this match was going to be absolute chaos. As, oh no, Ilja Dragunov is now placed on that bridged ladder, just asking for trouble at that point. Sami Zayn wailing away with that kendo stick. You know Zayn wants to find himself right back into the title hunt, and the quickest way that he can is with that Money in the Bank briefcase. As now Rollins breaks up an exchange of kicks and punches from Swerve, Strickland, and Konosuke Takeshita. Remember, there's got to be some unresolved issues there, too, being that they fought for the North American Championship WrestleMania weekend. Oh, my God. Sami Zayn just driving Ilja Dragunov's head into the bridge ladder. And Bron Breakker putting a submission hold on Takeshita. I mean, that's not going to win you any matches here tonight. The only way to win this match is climbing that ladder. Seth Rollins now on the outside. Beautiful facebuster there from Swerve Strickland when he gets launched by Bron Breakker. But oh my God, on the outside, Seth Rollins just electric chair on a ladder. Go figure. As now Rollins targets Bron Breakker. What a match that will be in the future if we ever see those two on the same roster. Beautiful Phoenix off the second from the Visionary himself. And now Bron Breakker could be in trouble. Rollins goes flying with a suicide dive. And that's some vintage Seth freaking Rollins for you. As now Sami Zayn has Takeshita on his shoulder. And now, wait a minute, Sami Zayn off the ropes. Nobody catches Zayn's attempt there. Now Takeshita just drove his elbow right into the face of Seth Rollins. And now Zayn again finding himself on that bridge ladder in a precarious position. And look at this, Swerve Strickland. Oh my goodness, a roll through facebuster from Swerve Strickland, absolutely planting Konosuke Takeshita. Nobody besides Sami Zayn has gone for the whole reason why all 6 of these men are in here. And that is the Money in the Bank briefcase. Nobody has gone for that. It's kind of just been an all-out war between 6 individuals. And now look at this, Seth Rollins planting Dragunov down to the mat. And now sending Zayn. Oh, I thought he was going to send him packing, but that ladder was in the way of whatever Seth Rollins happened to have planned. And now what the hell does Seth Rollins have planned? He's got Dragunov on that top rope, and we know Rollins can do a number of things from there. And now look at this. Oh my God, a suplex in that shoulder of Dragunov just landed on the ladder, and now his foot landed on the bottom of the other ladder. And a super kick from Seth freaking Rollins. And Rollins standing his ground here tonight. And now, wait a minute. Oh, face first into the ladder goes Rollins, trying to get something going on Takeshita. I think he was going to try and ram himself into Takeshita through the ladder, but Takeshita got out of harm's way, and now it's Breakker planting Rollins with a Falcon Arrow of his own. Dragunov just throwing his body left and right. Bron Breakker, though, got a chokeslam in mind, but Dragunov, of course, these two men definitely not strangers to one another. Fought over the NXT Championship for the better part of the last 6 months of NXT. And now we are left with Zayn and Strickland in the ring. Blue Thunder Bomb! Right in the center of the squared circle live at the O2 Arena. As now Rollins. The hell has he got planned here? Oh, in for a springboard senton. Zayn wise enough to get out of harm's way, though. And now Breakker just launching. Oh, my God, what a super kick. Breakker launching Sami Zayn. Rollins with a beautiful super kick to the face of Swerve Strickland, bringing Breaker down on his knee. Single leg drop kick from Rollins now. But Swerve's back on his feet. Fireman's carry position. Oh my goodness. Detonation kick from Swerve Strickland here. And if you ask me who a wild card in this match has to be, I believe it is indeed Swerve Strickland. A lot of people are looking past Swerve because of all these superstars that have prior experience of the Money in the Bank ladder match. Rollins and Sami Zayn. And of course, you know, very devastating, intimidating individuals like Breaker and Takeshita involved in this match as well. But look at this, Rollins catching Swerve's attempt at, I believe he's going for house call there. But now, wait a minute, Rollins goes off the top rope, but this time a Phoenix off the third. Phoenix off the third, plants Swerve Strickland now. And now Takeshita and Rollins doing battle, but oh! Takeshita gets the better end of that exchange. And now it's Rollins and Breaker again, a match I would love to see in the near future. But now, wait a minute, Seth Rollins planting Breaker with a vintage Falcon arrow from the Visionary. It's been an all-out car crash to start our show tonight, folks. Uranagi slam from Ilja Dragunov planting former world champion Seth freaking Rollins. And now Dragunov sending Rollins out on that bridge. Oh, Breaker just broke something up that was going to be very devastating. Dragunov had bad intentions on the mind with Rollins. Oh my God! On the outside floor, Takeshita just planted Swerve Strickland on the back of his head. Haluva kick out of nowhere from Sami Zayn. So hard to call all this action live and in living color, but we sure as hell are going to try, folks. Sami Zayn and Bron Breaker now doing battle. Gets a super kick for his troubles, and now Sami Zayn and Rollins fighting each other in the corner. Rollins and Zayn trading blows. Chop to the chest of Sami Zayn there. And now, wait a minute, what the hell Seth Rollins got playing here? Oh my God, just an elbow to the back of the neck. Nothing really pretty about it, but definitely effective. Breaker sends Takeshita out to the floor as now Rollins targets that knee of Swerve Strickland. And now Bron Breaker taking out Seth Rollins, man. If you're Breaker, I mean, we've noticed he's been going after Rollins a lot in this match. You want to tie yourself to a star like Seth Rollins. That's going to help your star shine even brighter here in WWE, and Breaker knows that. And now Rollins seeing stars in the middle of the ring right now as Takeshita sends Sami Zayn for a ride. And now, wait a minute, what the hell Seth Rollins got planned? A huge chop to the chest of Konosuke Takeshita now. Rollins seems to have the Japanese phenom exactly where he wants him. Another chop for good measure from the Visionary. Breaker signaling that he's ready to break somebody. And now look at this. Gets that springboard senton that Rollins was looking for earlier. Now Rollins letting Breaker know that he wants a piece of him. He's not a hard man to find. You'll find him directly in your face. But Bron Breaker just sent Rollins face first into that bridge ladder. And now, oh my goodness, Dragunov wailing chair shots away here in London. Just smacked it right across the face of the badass Bron Breaker. And now, wait a minute, Takeshita sets his sights once again on Seth freaking Rollins. Like I said, if you're Zayn and Rollins, you're considered veterans at this point in this company. Oh my God, what a DDT onto the chair. I'd say Rollins and Zayn are considered veterans at this point in their career. And you have all these new fresh faces that came down from a company that closed their doors. They are looking to seize an opportunity. That is the name of the game here tonight, folks. Just like Tiffany Stratton and everybody else. Oh my God, Takeshita just German. No, I didn't even see that until it happened in live time. Bron Breaker just sent himself and Ilja Dragunov crashing through that bridge ladder. Dragunov might be down and out for the rest of this match, man, for the remainder of whatever the hell's left of everybody in this match. As now Takeshita, though, sending Rollins into the corner. Now Takeshita looking to seize his opportunity. Trying to grab that briefcase. Takeshita's got his hands on it. Seth Rollins trying to play defense now. Kicks to the leg, or I should say punches to the leg. And now what the hell does Seth Rollins have planned here? You got to be kidding me. Both men high above the ring onto that ladder. Oh, no, wait a minute, Seth Rollins, what the hell are you doing? A neck breaker off the ladder. Taking himself and Takeshita out. And now look at this, Swerve Strickland takes Rollins out. Of course, Rollins is completely unaware. Oh my God, just got kendo stick launched right at him. Rollins is completely unaware of where he's even at after falling off that near 15-foot ladder. Yeah, Rollins is definitely thrown for a loop, as is Ilja Dragunov. But look at this, counters Sami Zayn with a beautiful German suplex now. Now Seth freaking Rollins. And Dragunov fighting over the ladder. Breaker, submission hold attempt on Swerve Strickland, just absolutely bending and breaking the spine of the mogul known as Swerve Strickland. Dragunov and Rollins doing battle once again in this match, and they are left alone at this point. Sami Zayn, Takeshita, and Breaker. Oh, another haluva kick on the outside. Those things are coming in hot tonight. Is now Dragunov. Oh my God, Dragunov sending Rollins face first into the ladder. I think he just split the Visionary open with that, actually. As now Rollins is in a bad way right now. Wait, what the hell does Dragunov have planned here? Rollins is getting up to his feet. Crossbody off the top of the ladder. What the absolute hell? He's not called the Mad Dragon for no reason. Ilja Dragunov absolutely throwing caution to the wind. And now he's going for the briefcase. Hell, you had a perfect opportunity to go for the briefcase beforehand. Now Rollins and Zayn trying to get Dragunov off that ladder. Now Dragunov finds himself hanging above the ring. Oh my goodness, what a DDT from Sami Zayn now. Dragunov's going to fall on this pile of bodies as he crashes and burns. Ilja Dragunov, perhaps with the spot of the night, a crossbody off the top of the ladder. You never... Oh my God! We have chairs flying, kendo sticks flying. I mean, it is all at play here tonight with that Money in the Bank briefcase suspended above the ring in the O2 Arena. Takeshita and Breaker going to war now. A match we never got to see in NXT. As now Rollins finally back up on his feet. And speaking of being on their feet, Sami Zayn just left his after getting planted by a powerbomb. And now, oh, it's Dragunov planting Rollins on his neck. And now Swerve Strickland having bad intentions with that announce table. Takeshita's going to reverse that as he does. Sends Swerve Strickland shoulder first into the barricade. This is an absolute carnage in London here tonight, folks. Dragunov now keeping the ring to himself. What the hell Swerve Strickland got planned? He's got Bron Breakker on his shoulders. JML driver on the floor. Bron Breakker's out, man. Bron Breakker is done. There's no way in hell he's getting back up after that. Just got planted by the JML driver onto the floor. And now it's Dragunov and Rollins. Sami Zayn doesn't have the strength to fight both of these men off the ladder. Or I should say push them off the ladder, rather. So he gets Rollins off the ladder. But in doing so, Dragunov now has an opportunity. Now it's Dragunov once again finding himself. Oh my God, his hand just hit the foot end of that ladder. And now Breakker looking for some payback, but Strickland catches him with a boot torpedo Moscow. Out of nowhere from the Mad Dragon. And they're just smacking the face of a former world champion in this company. Dragon doesn't give a damn. Flying clothesline. Like I said, it almost feels like Zayn and Rollins are a target at this point for all this new blood in this match. Breaker, Dragunov. Swerve Strickland has been in WWE before, but he never really found success. Takeshita's first run in the company. Beautiful, oh, belly-to-belly suplex, and Swerve Strickland's back landed absolutely just uncomfortably on that ladder. And now Breaker and Takeshita fighting off again, a battle we have yet to see on NXT main roster anywhere in the world. Now Rollins, now what the hell has he got planned for Sami Zayn? Oh my God! A running powerbomb right on that Right on the spine of that ladder. Now Breaker sends Takeshita packing. Oh, went for a spear. Rollins had a beautiful reversal though. And now wait a minute, Rollins got him. Oh man, Breaker got up in the nick of time, and he just saw what Rollins was planning. Going for that military press power slam. Oh, but Dragunav wanted his one with Breaker. Wants all the smoke in the world with the badass. Dragunav now sending Zayn out. Rollins is out after getting planted by the badass. Oh, there's that knee from Takeshita. There's that knee from Takeshita, flying clothesline at the back of the neck of Swerve Strickland. Who the hell is leaving London with the Money in the Bank briefcase? Rollins is out. Dragunav is out. Rollins is finally starting to stir a little bit. As now he attacks. I mean, Rollins is bleeding profusely. I mean, you can see it from here. There is a lot of damage done to the face of Seth Rollins, so he wants to do some damage back. Oh my God! Curb stomp to Swerve Strickland. And now it's Rollins trying to fend off everybody in this match, going for a pedigree, gets it, but he's absolutely blown out at this point. Absolutely exhausted, and it might be ripe for the picking for Bron Breakker. These two veterans of this business at this point in their career, Rollins and Sami Zayn, just being hunted, mauled down by an absolute hungry beast known as Bron Breakker. Now Breakker sends a lifeless carcass of Seth Rollins into that turnbuckle. Spine first. Swerve Strickland. Oh, nothing in the pool. Bron Breakker left his feet before Strickland could play any defense there. Elbow drop to the heart of the Visionary. Now Rollins still down and out here. Swerve Strickland targeting Bron Breakker once again. Might not be a very good idea, seeing as all the damage that Breakker has done in this match. And now, oh my goodness, Takeshita is also bleeding pretty badly. I just realized that all the blood dripping down his chest. Oh my God. Zayn just sent Strickland, I think it was back first into that ladder that was in the corner. I mean, man, we are seeing it all here tonight. Suicide dive from Ilja Dragunov. If there is one man that has put his body on the line the most tonight, it is Ilja Dragunov, man. He's no he's no stranger, I should say, to the UK. Of course, doing his battles with current World Heavyweight Champion Gunther in the past. Imagine if Dragunov wins the Money in the Bank briefcase and he, finds himself back into the dance with Gunther. Maybe we'll see a different, oh my goodness, Bron Breakker with a suplex right off that announce table. I didn't even notice that was happening. Like I said, there's so much action to call all at once, man. But you see it in the corner of your eye, and then you just have to expect the unexpected in these Money in the Bank ladder matches. Now Strickland trying to fight off Ilja Dragunov. Dragunov, though, finally has a pretty good grasp of that briefcase. All he has to do is unhook it from the latch, but Strickland and Dragunov now doing battle. What the hell does Swerve Strickland have planned for Dragunov? Oh my God! A white noise! A white noise, air raid, siren crash, whatever the hell you want to call it, off of the ladder. Off of the ladder. I'm going to try and refrain from cursing, but how the hell do you do that at this point, man? This is absolute anarchy at its finest. Seth Rollins now, throwing his body on the line. Dragunov, we might want to get medical attention for the Mad Dragon, man. He has taken 2 straight bumps off that top ladder, and now Rollins plants Dragunov once more. Dragunov surprisingly not showing any signs of a crimson mask here. But wait a minute, Takeshita coming from behind Seth Rollins, but Rollins had it scouted this time. And now he takes Takeshita up, but Takeshita using, you see that blood. There is blood dripping down every single part of the body of Konosuke Takeshita right now, man. Just an absolute massacre that we are witnessing in London. There's now Dragunov doing battle once again with Takeshita. German suplex. Breakker doing what he does best and breaking people in half with that with that Steiner recliner on Sami Zayn on the floor. Jumping DDT from Swerve Strickland now. And now Strickland and Takeshita going back at it. Bron Breakker launching himself at Swerve Strickland with a shoulder block. Oh my goodness, Breakker and Rollins throwing haymakers here. Now Strickland sends Rollins out to the floor once again. Rollins has seen a lot of the floor of this match. And now what the hell has Breakker got planned for Swerve Strickland now? What the hell? It looks like he wants Swerve to join Rollins on the outside. Oh my God, a powerbomb to the outside. Bron Breakker has been absolutely relentless. Just a complete lack of care of anybody's well-being in this match. Bron Breakker doesn't care about anything but himself at this point, man. He wants to make a name for himself, and he knows the quickest way to do so is by winning this match. Rolling elbow attempt from Seth Rollins. Takeshita plants him with an elbow to the throat. And now Dragunov now. Oh, I thought he was going to go for a torpedo. Oh, he gets it! A haluva kick to the back of the head. And a... what? A haluva kick. Oh, another one! A haluva kick to the back of the neck of Swerve. And a torpedo Moscow to the face of Swerve. No, Swerve might be concussed at this point. He just took two brutal shots to the back and front of the head. Yeah, I don't even know Swerve. I don't even think he knows where he's at this point in this match. Bron Breakker and Sami Zayn now doing battle. It's Breakker and Zayn going to war. Everybody is just battered, bruised, and bloodied in this match, man. This is an absolute car crash to call, to witness, for all these people to see live. This is like one of the most damnedest things I've ever seen in a Money in the Bank ladder match. Oh my God, Strickland just broke that kendo stick off the head of the Visionary. And now, again, Strickland going for that JML driver, this time to Dragunav. And that's a little bit of payback for that torpedo Moscow we saw earlier. Rollins is somehow stirring to his feet. And oh, he gets speared right in the ring, does Swerve Strickland. We've been looking for that spear all match. Breakker plants Strickland in the center of the ring with that dissecting spear. And oh no, now it's Breakker and Takeshita going to war with each other. Now Rollins takes Breakker off his feet, sends Breakker into the barricade. And now more damage done to the badass from Seth Rollins. And now, wait a minute. No, you got to be kidding me. Rollins with a stomp on the floor. And that's going to take care of the badass, man. Breakker is out. Uranagi from Ilja Dragunov. Rollins might have just permanently put that dog down for the rest of this match. And now, wait a minute, elbow to the face of Dragunov, and wait a minute, off the ropes. Oh my God, a springboard stomp. A springboard stomp from Seth Rollins. Rollins is done playing games, man. Like I said, he needs this push in his career. He needs that Money in the Bank briefcase to find himself back in the world title hunt. And that's exactly what he's going for right now, folks. Got his hands on that briefcase, but both Swerve and Bron Breakker there to stop the Visionary. They said Rollins' time is come and gone. It is now the future's time. And now, wait a minute. Bron Breakker just sends Rollins back first onto the canvas. Swerve Strickland trying to push off Bron Breakker, but instead Breakker holds onto the briefcase. Oh, what a powerbomb from Swerve Strickland. And now Dragunov and Swerve doing it out. Oh, what the hell does Dragunov have, a water bottle? I think that is a water bottle. He's using that water bottle as a weapon. Bron Breakker, though, tired of playing games here with Dragunov. Onto the... oh, my God, onto the ladder. Dragunov is going to be walking around with ice packs for the remainder of the year, man. He has taken so much damage in this match. Seth Rollins being planted by a reverse exploder from Sami Zayn. Dragunov, man, I'm fearing for his health at this point. I mean, he's gone through a ladder. He's been thrown off the ladder several times in this match. He's hung from the ladder himself. And now he just got power slammed onto a ladder. But Dragunov wants more. There's blood in this man's eyes. There's blood, there's sweat, there's probably tears after all the damage he's taken. Does he give a damn? Hell no. Breaker once again grabbing a hold of Seth Rollins. And man, Breaker, once he gets you in his grasp, you might as well just surrender yourself to him at that point. Swerve Strickland, beautiful drop kick on the outside to Takeshita. Dragunov now sending Breaker into the turnbuckle. And now it's Dragunov looking to set up that ladder. It'd almost be apropos for Dragunov to win this match, considering all the damage that he's had to withstand. At least it would be worth it at that point. At least it would be worth it if he won the Money in the Bank ladder match, and to say that he didn't go through all that damage for nothing. But now Rollins trying to keep Dragunov from finding success in this match is now Breaker and Dragunov. Breaker and Dragunov now fighting each other at the top ladder. Now it's Breaker. What the absolute hell does the badass have planned? Elbow drop off the ladder, but at what cost? Rollins caught him with a single leg drop kick. Rollins with a sudden burst of energy trying to climb that ladder. Every single man in this match is absolutely bruised and battered. You're not going to see anybody really jumping at the opportunity at this point. Ain't no jumping involved. Oh my God, Rollins just got planted off that ladder. And now Breaker body slam, but watch out for the chair. Sami Zayn just launching a chair into the face of the badass. And now Rollins trying to shake off the cobwebs here. Trying to shake off the cobwebs. Oh, gets met by an elbow right to the face from Takeshita. Oh my goodness gracious. Takeshita absolutely relentless on his assault of the Visionary. Man, I don't know when this is going to end. I don't even know if I want it to end. Look at this beautiful Hurricane Rana from Bron Breakker. I mean, what can't Bron Breakker do? I'd be hard-pressed to find that rather than stuff that he can. Rollins gets himself back in the ring in an unorthodox way, trying to chopping away at Bron Breakker now is Seth Rollins. Beautiful single, or spinning elbow, I should say. Now Rollins trying to get back into his feet. Oh, a big spear from Bron Breakker now. But wait a minute, Rollins though has something planned. Curb stomp off the top rope. Dragunov's got the briefcase. Dragunov has won Money in the Bank. Ilja Dragunov, through trials, through tribulations, through anarchy, putting his body on the line time and time again. Look at this JML driver on the floor. Earlier he got planted through the bridge ladder courtesy of Bron Breakker. He got suplexed off the ladder. He got neck breakered off the ladder. Ilja Dragunov letting it all be worth it here tonight in London after he gets to hold that briefcase up high into the air. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for part one of Money in the Bank. But you're going to want to stay tuned because we got championship matches and we have another one of these absolutely brutal Money in the Bank ladder matches to close our show later tonight. Don't go anywhere. Congratulations to the Mad Dragon.